Now we're going to see what is credit derivative. What is credit derivative? The credit derivative is a meaning of credit derivative. It's a mechanism used by the lender of loan to mitigate the credit risk, that is risk of borrowing default on loan. What? So I want to trade. Okay. For trading, I need money. Okay. For money, I get loan from bank. Okay. With this loan, you trade it. So on the trade, this SEBI or someone will surety that the money what he there, I will inform inform to the loan person. At the same time, any risk na I will inform to you. Such a way, this intermediate will see. So this is the credit derivative types of credit derivative. Collateralized debt obligation (CDO) and then credit default swap. These are the two things. Collateralized debt obligation. What is it? Same as an securitization, except the CDO are backed by pool of bonds. The CDO, na, one CDO is pooled by various bonds, pool of bonds, not a single bond, various different kind of bonds is pooled, and asset backed the securities. Not a single asset, many asset is being backed by one CDO. The cash flow collateralized debt obligation. It is blocked by cash market debts or securities which normally have low risk weightage, like home loan. It's a very low risk because the home is attached to its loan. Synthetic collateralized debt secure obligation. What is this? Similar to cash flow of CDO, but the difference that instead of transferring the ownership of the collateral to special purpose vehicle, it is structured to manner that the credit risk is transferred by originator without casual transfer of asset. So in the synthetic CDOs, what is being transferred? The credit risk being transferred from home to home, from the originator to some person. But what is not happening? The actual transfer of asset is not happening. So the one bank got a loan. So this loan, 100 loans they give. So they will make it into one CDO. That is cash flow collaterals. So I have given 100 crore loan and this is interest rate of 10 percentage. Okay. This loan is backed by asset. So it is a risk, a reduced risk CDO. Now this bank will sell this to some person. He said, this will mature on this date and you will get a 10% interest. Do you want to buy it? Okay, I will buy it. So this is synthetic CDO. Arbitrage collateralized debt obligation. The issuer captures spread between return realized collateral underlying CDO and cost of borrowing to purchase the collateral. The arbitrage collaterals, ACD, what they do, they issuer captures a spread. What is the difference between the CDO price and what is the actual market valuation and what we get? That is a spread they get it on the underlying CDO and cost of borrowing. There should be a cost on borrowing now that they will recover to purchase that collateral. The collateral will be there for getting either CDO fails or if they fail to repay the amount, the arbitrage will say, so this is the cost of the loan and this is the value of the property. To liquidate this property, this will be the charges involved. After this will be the realistic amount that the arbitrage would say what is the actual value of this loan. What is the risk in it? Default risk, they may not pay it. Credit rate risk, the interest may go up and down. Liquidity risk, the collateral which is being linked to those asset may not be liquid fastly. It will take some time. Repayment risk, the person who are repaying it may take some time. Reinvestment risk, when the CDO bought, if it is not easily possible to transfer to the bank. Foreign exchange risk, if the CDO is in a different country, the collateral of different countries given here based upon the dollar fluctuation or what are the currency fluctuation, and this may even bring an confusion. This is the risk in CDOs. Credit default swap. What is credit default swap? A buyer of a CDO needing protection against default on loan gives a initial borrower called reference entity pays a period premium to the seller CDs who turns assume the default risk. Vault default risk. Sir, I will. You have seen this money in a money market. This the CDOs. If it fails, we will pay you something. If it is successful, no problem. Such a way going against the CDOs. The seller CDS makes settlement payment to the buyer only if reference entity default on loan. Otherwise, no cash flow will be accrued to the buyer. So I'm buying this CDO good on this price. Okay. When I will get the money, the bank will pay you money. When usually who need to pay you the money? Sir, the CDO is considered by different housing loan. This housing loan need to pay you money. But when you buy the credit default swap, what happens if this housing loan payers didn't pay the money? Bank will say, I will pay you the money. This is credit default swap. If not, price of the CDO goes up, then you need to pay the money to bank. If it has been a risk, and then bank will pay you the CDO. This is what credit default swap. A seller of CDS makes settlement payment to the buyer only in reference entity default and loan. Features. It is not standardized private contract between buyer and seller. It is not a, it's a private contract. It's not usually public between the buyer and seller. It is not traded on an exchange. You need to go to bank on Dodo. It will not be traded in any exchange. It can be purchased from third party to protect the default to from sort of borrowers. So, but third party you can buy it. So why you need buy it? If you buy it, it will protect you from default of any default. Bank will pay. You can escape out. Premium of CDS have a positive relationship with the risk of attached to the loan. So this CDS premium has to be positive relationship. So if they give a CDO, the bank will make sure the loan will not go NPA. They will take care of that. That's what the CDS and CDO are there. Credit default risk.